The city's recent decision to protect a historically designated Walkerville curb from removal has sparked questions about Windsor's heritage sites. The 140-year-old home of Windsor settler Ouellette, which is now a strip club, still stands at 25 Chatham Street East. The historic building is not a listed or designated heritage site. City of Windsor heritage planner John Calhoun says that although the building is historically significant, it may be too late to designate it as a heritage site.
The challenge here is whether the city wants to save a building that, while important to its history, has been so altered from its original appearance that it is only somewhat recognizable as opposed to being in much the original form. And that's a challenge of what do we do with it. It's been a number of adult clubs in recent years, which doesn't mean it shouldn't be considered.
Vidal chose Ouellette Avenue for Windsor's business core in 1854 after inheriting the land from his father, who was the land agent for the English government.
Well, the curbs in Walkerville are a very old original feature of Walkerville as when it was a separate town. And so it's over 100 years old and a rare feature that has the public realm that hasn't been changed.
University of Windsor history professor Guillaume Teasdale says the city's French culture hasn't disappeared completely.
And I think what we find today that like the culture that survived, it's mainly because of these late 19th century migrants. While the vast majority don't speak French anymore, there's still a small minority, but most of them basically just they're aware of the fact that their family was French. Some of them are proud of it, but that's about it. There's there are still like some who speak French, and maybe a few thousand people. The thing is that they're not very their presence is not very obvious all the time because they're perfectly bilingual, and so they speak in English most of the time. But once in a while, you'll hear someone speaking French. You talk to them, and they tell you their story, and like, wow, like some of them have been here for so many generations, and others it's like more recent.
Taylor Campbell, the 30.ca.